Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher along with Ted Stefanak, John Vias, Chris Flaherty, Peter Brown with the weather, and Gretchen Carey with the community calendar. Thank you for joining us. It's a sad time at BCAT. Richard Dick Linder, BCAT's well-known retired engineer, passed away on August 19th at the age of 87. Dick grew up in Dorchester, was educated in Boston, and earned his associate's degree from Northeastern University. He also served in the Air Force and was first lieutenant for 6 years. Dick was an avid photographer and a ham radio operator. He was so fascinated with the Van de Graaff generator, he built 2 of them from scratch and would put on his wizard hat and do electrical science demonstrations for the Burlington Public Schools. In his spare time, Dick loved music as well as playing the organ, whether it be the mighty Wurlitzer, the virtual organ he built, or his keyboard. All of us here at BCAT send our thoughts and prayers out to the Linder family. He will be missed. The results are in for Burlington, how Burlington voted in the state primary election on Tuesday. In the race for state representative of the 21st District, incumbent Ken Gordon won by a total of 3,709 votes to challenger Timmy Sullivan's 1,995 votes. The breakdown for this race is as follows. Gordon won by a narrow margin here in Burlington with a total of 1,547, while Sullivan received 1,523. Meanwhile, in Bedford, Gordon walked away with 1,835 votes, while Sullivan received 370. Over in the 6th precinct of Lexington, Gordon received 327 votes, while Sullivan received 102. BNews caught up with Sullivan, who was proud of his campaign and the results. I'm so grateful to our dedicated team of volunteers and supporters who created a tremendous display of support for us, especially here in Burlington, where we earned a statistical tie, Sullivan stated. I'm extremely proud of this outcome, and it is not only heartwarming, but shows that Burlington is ready for new, bold leadership. Representative Gordon thanked his voters in campaign in a tweet. Thank you very much to the voters of the 21st Middlesex District, Bedford, Burlington, and now Lexington for your support and returning me to the House. Thank you to everyone who worked tirelessly on our campaign and to everyone who supported us with their votes. Gordon advances to the general election in November, where he will run unopposed. The Governor's Council of the 3rd District saw incumbent Marilyn Petito Devaney running against challenger Mara Dolan. Burlington selected Devaney, 1,743 votes, opposed to Dolan, who received 984. It was a close race across the state. Devaney secured the nomination with a total of 50,981, while Dolan received a total of 48,689. There were many contested races on the Democratic and Republican side of the ballot. For a complete list of results for the September primary, visit bcat.org/bnews. A state grant was bestowed on the amazing possibilities of quantum physics at Northeastern University's Innovation Campus at Burlington. BNews reporter Tad Stefanak attended the event.
State leaders, scientists, and military brass gathered at the Northeastern University Innovation Campus at Burlington.
Today we're proud to announce a new $3.5 million grant from the MassTech Collaborative R&D program for the Experiential Quantum Advanced Laboratories, or EQUAL project, an investment in new R&D infrastructure that will help Northeastern and its partners develop next-generation quantum sensing technologies.
The future of the economy is going to be driven by new technologies like quantum. Computing will just get faster, quicker.
So let's say we have plastics and we have semiconductors. These are all materials that enable us to do certain things. But when we take that same material down and go to the scale of an atom, then certain new properties emerge. And it so happens that if we know how to tap those, we can do things much better than what we're doing right now.
We really appreciate the impact in the near term that this center can have on the economy in Massachusetts.
Here, our focus is making quantum sensors. And when we tap into those little quantum properties of atoms and molecules and even other structures, we can measure them with much higher sensitivity. In terms of what it does to technology is you can reduce the size, you can make diagnostics faster, you're able to detect things that you were never able to detect before.
We're here in a space with Park Systems that is ready to go to market with quantum applications, which could have an impact in our analytical instrumentation sector here in the Commonwealth within 2 to 5 years.
You can make things portable. You don't have to go to an MRI machine. When quantum sensors will become real, you can imagine being able to shrink an MRI machine to the size of a headgear or a helmet.
Quantum is really the next leap in information sciences.
I would like to say we are really grateful to the city of Burlington for supporting us. We are absolutely thrilled to be here. We thank you for giving us this place where we can build these innovation opportunities, and for the guidance and the support that you're giving us all the time.
We love being in Burlington. It's right at the center of innovation for the Commonwealth. Really, when you look at the industries, they're really building the future around a number of technologies.
From the Northeastern University Innovation Campus at Burlington, I'm BNEWS reporter Tad Stefanak.
Thank you so much for the kind words, and great to see you all here.
Unfortunately, Sheldon Cooper was not in attendance. Burlington Police Chief Thomas P. Brown is pleased to announce that the Burlington Police Department has kept a pledge to improve its response to those with mental health conditions by completing the International Association of Chiefs of Police One Mind campaign. More than 600 law enforcement agencies worldwide have completed the training. To complete their pledge, Burlington Police hired an in-house mental health clinician, established a sustainable partnership with several other agencies and mental health programs, and implemented a policy to address officers' interactions with those affected by mental health conditions. They also ensured that all of their officers and dispatchers received mental health first aid training, along with at least 20% of the department completing the more intensive crisis intervention team. Burlington Police exceeded the requirements and currently has 43% of the department trained and certified in CIT. The department also has an in-house addiction recovery coach. A power transformer failure on a pole outside of Pine Glen Elementary School caused a partial power failure to the building around 5 p.m. on Tuesday, September 6th. Burlington Public Schools Director of Operations, Bob Kuna, stated a call came in from the head custodian of a smell inside of Pine Glen. A heating unit in the cafeteria was found smoking. The Burlington Fire Department were already on scene for the pole. As a precaution after school, students and teachers were evacuated into the parking lot. Parents were notified and students were picked up. It was determined that without enough power to one of Pine Glen's heating units, it overheated, causing the smoke. Power to the school was shut off and the electricity was down for about 2.5 hours. Eversource was called and repaired the issue. Superintendent Conti sent out an email Tuesday evening regarding the incident, noting the BPS electrician will be checking all the electric motors to make sure that they are functioning properly. Pine Glen School opened on time the following day. The first of this month's community beer gardens occurred last night, Thursday, September 8th, at the town center Pocket Park, located between Sweet Ginger and True North. Exhibit A out of Framingham was the first brewery featured this month. A portion of the beer sales will go to People Helping People, and representative of Burlington charity Help Us were on hand for their new drop box located in front of True North Coffee. The event also featured food from Viet Citron and Almeida Cuisine and music from DJ Jordan Marino and local singer-songwriter John Sachs. The event was well attended, and the organizers are expecting the same for future events. Community Beer Garden Thursdays is part of Burlington's placemaking effort, which is a people-centered approach to the planning, design, and use of public spaces. Through a collaborative process, doable improvements are identified and implemented that bring immediate benefits to the people who use these spaces. Next Thursday, September 15th, the Beer Garden will feature Woburn's popular Lord Hobo Brewery. For more information on the Community Beer Garden Thursdays series, visit bcattv.org/bnews. Speaking of John Sachs, BCAT personality John Sachs, he recently performed at the Burlington Senior Center, sharing his love for folk music with the Historical Society. BNews reporter John Vias was on hand.
If today was not an endless highway, if tonight was not a crooked trail.
Thursday, September 1st was a night of classic folk music as local musician John Sachs shared his talents with the Historical Society. Complete with a multi-camera setup, Mr. Sachs commemorates the folk artists who've inspired him over the years, along with performing original music of his very own, from storytelling to a sing-along crowd.
The show I did tonight was a mixture of old folk songs and worked my way up towards today, where I actually did some songs that I wrote. It's a little bit of history of me, history of folk music, some family stories. It was kind of a mix of all sorts of different things. On many of the songs, people were singing along. Now, I had created this whole songbook with the words of every single song in it so that they wanted to, they could sing along. And many people did, and that was very lovely. And of course, at the end, everybody joined together in singing Irene Goodnight, which was very lovely.
And sometimes I take the great notion to jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night.
People singing together is a lovely thing. And I worked very hard on the audio to make sure that people could understand the words. One of the great things about folk music and country music is that you can hear the words, you can hear the story, and I really wanted to make sure that the words got across.
Catch the full special coming soon to BCAT, and check our website for the next airing of John's own musical TV program, Uncle John's Songwagon. From the Senior Center, this is John Vias for BNEWS Weekly.
Heart is softly pounding. Only if she was lying by me, then I'd lie in my bed once again.
A blank banner with the phrase "We Heart Burlington" along the top was hung by the Burlington Church of Christ during this summer's Park and Recreation Celebrate Burlington event. The banner was signed by many people who live in and around the Burlington community. The desire behind the banner was for people to come together as a community in celebration of the town and all the people who make it great. Pastor Chase DiMaggio said his hope is that the signing of the banner would encourage people to come together. Pastor DiMaggio said they're hoping to make the banner an annual event. The disc golf course at Simons Park could soon see a dramatic redesign and facelift. The Recreation Commission heard from Nick Brozak, a local disc golf enthusiast and administrator for the Facebook page Simons Park Disc Golf Course. Brozak proposed to improve the course with more efficient signage and a new layout almost completely contained in the wooded area with new stone paved tee pads. There's also a possibility that the signs could have QR codes that lead to drone videos featuring the path of the hole. Members of the commission were supportive of the proposal. The only sticking point, of course, is being cost. The price of the dig and installations is being looked into by the rec department. Burlington Parks and Recreation is looking forward to this fall, and they have a full slate of programs and special events for residents to partake in. Here now is your Parks and Recreation update with Parks and Recreation Director Brendan Egan.
The summer months have passed and September is here again. Burlington Parks and Recreation is ready with their full brochure of fall programming for residents to enjoy. Registration opened online the evening of Wednesday, August 31st.
We had started doing registration at 6 o'clock at night to give the working parents and everybody a better opportunity to get registered for programs that wanted to come into the office, or, you know, the majority of our registration is online. So having it at 6 o'clock gives everybody an opportunity, or a greater number of people an opportunity to not have to take time off from work or change their schedules during the day so they can be home for registration at 8:30, and it went really well. This is, I think, our third time doing it that way, and it went really well. We're excited for the numbers we're seeing come in on the first day.
In addition to a diverse catalog of classes and workshops, both old and new, residents can expect the return of many special events this fall.
We're going to start off in September with Truck Day on September 18th. We're getting great response and feedback from our truck owners and local businesses that have trucks. We have our Fitness Festival on September 24th. I know we're getting great response from local fitness companies. There'll be demos and little workshops out here on the Common as well. Our Trucktober event on October 15th, that is back for another run. That's probably one of our most relaxed special events where we have food trucks, entertainment, and then some lawn games, backyard games on the lawn behind us. It's just a nice, easygoing day. We head back into October. We have our Spooktacular on the 28th. We have some surprise plans in place there. It was a very well-attended event last year, and we look for more of the same this year.
There's a lot to look forward to this fall in Burlington.
We're lucky in New England. You know, we get those rough winters and early spring sometimes, but the fall has been pretty good. I enjoy the weather, and of course, you know, our programs and events, our special events, getting families together and out and enjoying what Burlington has to offer in their parks and facilities.
Until next time, this is Chris Flaherty for BNEWS Weekly.
The Rotary Club of Burlington and Alphay's Fire Museum honored Burlington's Special Olympians with a rolling rally and treated the athletes to Bedford Farms ice cream. BNews reporter Tad Stefanak hopped in Alphay's antique fire truck and tagged along.
Burlington's Special Olympians were recently honored with a rolling rally, courtesy of Alphay's Fire Museum. Destined for Bedford Farms ice cream, the rolling rally hit the road. While enjoying their ice cream, guest reporter Michael took on interview duties. What's your favorite part, the ice cream or the truck?
Truck. This is best for ice cream.
And what was your favorite, the ice cream or the truck?
Ice cream.
Today we're going to have ice cream. How we got here was the truck, the fire truck we went on. It's pretty cool, and I enjoyed it so far. And best day today. Enjoy the nice day. Might as well enjoy today.
We took the fire truck and we went to Bedford Farms.
And what was your favorite part, the ice cream or the truck?
The fire truck.
Well, we all got here by this fire truck, and honestly, it was a great ride. A lot of honking, people supporting us. That's honestly what I'd like to see from everyone showing up in the community, like stepping up, helping out everyone. That's the way it should be.
We're here at the ice cream place.
And what was your favorite, the ice cream or the truck?
The truck, I guess.
We used to be a softball team, but we own our own league now.
Oh, wow.
At the Y.
Okay, cool. And what was your favorite part today, the truck or the ice cream?
Both. Rolling rallies are my favorite thing in ice cream.
What was your favorite part about being on the truck?
Waving to people on the street.
I like red trucks and the fire truck too. I like the Bruins. I like everything I like.
We're doing the ice cream social with the YMCA people, and Alphay's having a good time driving the fire truck.
The Rotary in Burlington, we sponsor the Special Olympics. It sounded like we had a lot of fun. I think I heard you yelling in the background there. Yeah. Everybody was there, you know. But it was fun, and it's a lot of fun.
Between the ice cream and the rolling rally, it was a great day for all on hand. Special thanks to Alphay's Fire Museum. I'm BNews reporter Tad Stefanak.
The autumn weather is creeping in from a long, hot summer. Here now with your forecast is BNews meteorologist Peter Brown, followed by the community calendar with Gretchen Carey.
Well, hello everyone. This is Peter Brown with your weather for the next 7 days. Here we are heading in towards, I know it's hard to believe it, the middle of September. We're only a few days away from the official start of autumn. I know for those of us who love the summer weather, this is kind of a sad time of the year for us. However, for those of us who are looking forwards to our watering needs going down and hopefully our gardens recovering before the cold weather comes in, then this is definitely the time of the year for you. Now, as we start our period on Friday, we're going to be seeing temperatures, again, above average for this time of the year. Temperatures around 80, so very pleasant out there, nice and dry. Nice way to dry out after all of the very heavy rain that we saw here in the Burlington area over the past couple of days, which is going to try and start to add to some of our reservoirs and lakes. We still need about another foot of rain to catch up to where we should be at this time of the year, but at least we're heading in the right direction. As we get towards the end of the period, when we get towards this middle of September, we should be seeing high temperatures still in the mid-70s, and we're going to be probably 5 or 6 degrees warmer than that as we head towards the end of the period. Looks like our highs are going to be in the lower 80s as we head in towards the middle of September. And of course, As we get closer and closer to the official start of fall, the length of daylight out there starts to get shorter and shorter, and actually we've lost nearly about 2.5 hours worth of daylight since the start of summer back in June. So that is definitely a sign of the times. So as we go ahead, let's take a look at what the Climate Prediction Center is calling for us here in the Burlington area in terms of temperatures and precipitation. And again, nothing really too new here over what we've been seeing for the past 3 to 4 months. We're looking at average to very much above average temperatures coming up for the next week, and that's what we're seeing in our 7-day forecast when we come up in a few moments. Now, looking at our rain chances, looks like we're going to be seeing a chance of some average precipitation out there. Again, no drought busters out there, none of that incredibly heavy rain like many folks saw to the south of the city over the past week or so. So it looks like we're going to be trying to add up those rainfall totals, but those reservoirs and rivers are still going to be running pretty low out there. So as we go ahead, let's take a look at what that weather is looking for us for the next 7 days. And again, looking pretty nice out here for the entire stretch. Looks like the only hiccups are maybe Tuesday and Wednesday of next week when we see the chance of maybe some spotty showers. Again, doesn't look like too much in the way of beneficial rainfall out there. But again, starting our period on Friday, getting out for the start of our weekend, temperatures are going to be very pleasant in the low to mid 80s. Not too humid out there. Very nice conditions if you have to be out and about in the Burlington area. As we head in towards the start of the work week, our temperature is going to go down a little bit. Temperatures in probably the mid to upper 70s. Very pleasant for this time of the year. And of course, we're going to see those spot chances of rain showers as we get towards the middle portion of next work week. And then as we get in towards the end of our period next Thursday, we're going to see those temperatures again well above average, up into the low 80s with fair skies. So everyone, get out there, enjoy the weather, and have a great week.
Hi, I'm Amy Poehler, and you're watching BCAT. Go Red Devils.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your community calendar. Burlington Garden Club Flatbread Fundraiser. It's that time of year for the perennial Burlington Garden Club Flatbread Company fundraiser on Thursday, September 15th, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., and the Garden Club will earn funding for every flatbread sold, including carryout. There will be raffle prizes, including $100 in scratch tickets. Visit the Burlington Garden Club on Facebook for more information. Community Beer Garden Thursdays. On Thursday, September 15th, the Burlington Community Beer Garden continues at the newly transformed Pocket Park in Burlington's town center, with suds being served up by the popular Lord Hobo Brewing Company, who brings innovative New England-style beers. Come support local businesses and enjoy. Truck Day. The Town of Burlington's traditional Truck Day is taking place on the Town Common on Sunday, September 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring the kiddos and get some great pictures of them touching, climbing on, and sitting in the driver's seat of a variety of trucks from construction and utility vehicles to Burlington's own emergency services apparatus. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your Community Calendar.
Another week, another photo to highlight. These photos were sent in by Mary Leach and show the end of the road for this old truck whose final resting place is at the Mill Pond Reservoir Conservation Land. Do you know what kind of truck this is? Let us know and send in your own pictures. They can be of your outdoor activities, families, pets, kids' sports, or upcoming autumn foliage. Email your photos to bcat@bcattv.org with the subject line Photo of the Week. And that's it from the news desk here at BNEWS Weekly. I'm Phil Gallagher, along with Tad Stefanak, Chris Flaherty, John Vias, Peter Brown, and Gretchen Carey. Thank you for joining us.